Hello, people of the interwebs. Today we're going to be making a crunchy and cheesy breakfast casserole. I'm Chef Cash White, and I'm here today because God delivered me from my circumstances and led me to a place where I'm able to share my love of cooking with you. Let's get going. So we're gonna make a really simple breakfast casserole. We got the holidays coming around, a lot of family events. This is something you can throw together in 20-30 minutes and put it in the oven and forget about it. You can even make it the night before, stick it in your fridge, pop it in the oven first thing, you got breakfast for 10-12 people. We're gonna start with a little bit of breakfast sausage. No, that's the second thing we're gonna do. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start with a yellow onion, and we're just gonna dice this guy. So I'm gonna take half of it. We're gonna cut the end off. If you guys wanna watch my video on how to dice an onion, it'll teach you guys the best way I've learned in which to dice an onion. Now that we have our onion diced, we're gonna take, I have 1 pound of breakfast sausage. We're gonna brown it and we're gonna cook the onions with it as well. Come on over to the stove. All right, so we're gonna put our skillet over medium-high heat. We're gonna let it warm up and we're gonna add our sausage and our onions and we're gonna cook it all together. All right, we got this skillet nice and warm. We're gonna dump our sausage in and our onions. We're gonna break it all up. And sing, I just wanna sing, Daddy. We're chefs, my name's Cash. My last name is White. That's where we got the name of the show. It's the Chef Cash White Show.
You didn't tell me you were a songwriter.
I'm telling you, that is just coming off the top of my head. But yeah, I mean, yeah, music, if you were to make a list of 10 music writers, it would, you know, or let's just say 5, it would definitely be like, I don't know, Sondheim, Andrew Lloyd Webber, George Gershwin, Tupac, and then me, if those are the only 5 composers you had. All right, so make it a nice little drain area. Hot. So if you take a look and see how the onions are nice and translucent around the edges, and the sausage is brown all the way through, there's not any pink spots left, we're gonna drain it. It's like a facial of pork fat. All right, so right here I have a casserole dish that I have already greased with butter, frozen mini tater tots that I've already thawed out. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually just gonna make a layer on the bottom. Basically, all I'm trying to do here is I'm actually just gonna line them up along the bottom, and they're gonna act as hash browns. Everybody loves hash browns. So they're gonna be nice and crispy. That's why I use the prepared tater tots. They're nice and crispy already. If you use frozen hash browns instead, my suggestion would be to crisp them first before you put them in. But the tater tots are already crispy on the outside. This is probably the hardest part of the whole thing. But once you're done with it, the rest is easy. So now that we have our amazing layer of tater tots down, we are gonna add our crumbled sausage and sauteed onions on top in a nice even layer. You guys can see what we're already starting to get together here. I am going to add some fresh spinach down on top, just like that. I'm gonna use about a cup of grated, extra sharp cheddar cheese. Sprinkle it nice and even on there. All right, so here I've cracked 14 eggs. I'm gonna add a half a cup of milk to it, just to give it a little more moistness, and I'm gonna whisk those together, just like scrambled eggs. I'm gonna go ahead and season it. A tablespoon of kosher salt, and about a tablespoon of fresh cracked black pepper. And I'm gonna pour it on here. Make sure that you get it evenly across. Before we put this in the oven, I'm gonna get some Roma tomatoes. I'm gonna cut them into thin little rounds, just like that. And I'm gonna lay them across the top. Now, some people aren't gonna like the tomatoes. If you have people in your household that don't like the tomatoes, you don't put them on, or don't put them on half of it, and you'll be fine. Now we preheated our oven to 350 degrees. We're gonna put it in there from 30 to 35 minutes or until those eggs get nice and firm. So we've had our casserole in the oven for about 37 minutes. I took a look at about 35. The eggs were still a little loose in the middle, so I left it in and took another look. Now it's looking perfect. Let's go get it out. Wow, look at that. All right, so if you look, the spinach is still got a nice green color. You got those tomatoes on there. You can cut this into as many or as few pieces as you like. I'm gonna go ahead and cut a chunk out. We can take a look at what it looks like. There we go. If you take a look there, you got your egg mixture, your sausage, cheese, tomatoes, spinach, and that beautiful hash brown / tater tots on the bottom. Okay guys, that is our very easy, crunchy, cheesy breakfast casserole. If you like these recipes and you want to see more of them, click subscribe down below. There's a little bell next to it. If you click on that, you'll get a notification every time we post a new video. You can kind of keep up with what's going on here at Chef Cash White. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or testimonials, I'd love for you to leave them down in our comments below. And guys, the most important part of what we do and why we do it is simply this. Keep the faith. Enjoy the food. Love you guys. Goodbye. You don't want to show all this real time? It'll be like a 50-minute video. You can show what we do while we're waiting for stuff in the oven. That'd be fun.